Welcome to Moscow, Russia, and today we are just going to find out why Moscow is insanely well designed. Everything is demarcated, everything is just on point, because all the buildings that you are going to find here in Moscow, if someone gives you an address, it is going to be easy for you to find them. But in other countries, I wouldn't want to mention any country at this point, it is quite challenging even to locate certain places in the center. Even around Russia, I can say that Russia is well or insanely designed. So where am I right now? I'm at one of the famous underground shopping mall called Pavlevskaya. I remember the first time I came to Moscow, this is the place where I lodged in. There is a nearest hostel where I was staying. So what am I talking about? So I am at this place. You can even see how everything is looking. The decors, they have already started preparing for New Year, for Christmas. All these decors that you can see, I will take you there and show you something. And after showing you something from here, we are going to branch out to just check out other things, because here in Russia you're not going to find that there are people who sell in the streets. Just look at those decors. Even on the other side there, this is just a typical life here in Moscow. This is why they say that no, Moscow is insanely designed. I think those buildings that you can see behind, I'm going to show you as well. Today we are just exploring the streets of Moscow. What are some of the things that you are going to find which are not in other countries? So this is also a train station called Pavlevsky Vokzal. Well, let's continue. I think you can even see how people are dressed. You are going to understand that the weather is a little bit cold, but it is, quite good. As I always talk about safety here in Russia, you find that policemen are always on point. They are always accessible. If there is something that has happened, people, they just call the police. They will come very soon. In terms of safety, it is one thing that I also enjoy. Probably something happened. So this is the underground shopping mall that you are going to find here in Moscow. There is also another one which is near the Red Square. It is also an underground metro station. So you see what is happening. Look at how amazing these decors are. We are not only checking how excellent, how well articulated Moscow is designed, we are also checking some of the beautiful places that you are going to find. So yeah, you can go underground, and I think it has got three floors if I am not mistaken. So let me show you another place where you're just going to find the public transport. So as I said, that this is train station. It goes, you are going to catch trains that are going to take you in the outskirts of Moscow and also in the other parts of Russia. So this is another side. So this road is just tailor-made for public transport. You can even see the tram. This is also one of my favorite type of transport that you are going to find here in Moscow. So we are just checking how well designed this place is. So this place is just tailor-made for such kind of public transport. There is a bus, and there is also other, especially the tram. You'll see that others will be coming from there and others from here, you see. And especially the weather here, when people are crossing, they always wait, because it is quite important. Here they also respect pedestrians when they are crossing. The police as usual. Yeah. Now let's go to another place. I also show you the city that you rarely see on TV. So what do you think, as we have just started walking around? Drop a comment. I would like to hear from you. People, mostly because of the iconic, outstanding decorations. People, they always come here to take photos and other things. So at the moment, what are we doing? We are just branching out so that now I can show you the roads, how they are, and the buildings at the moment. And probably because it is during rush hour, you are going to find that there is traffic. There is traffic in this place, and it is still autumn. You can even see the leaves quite yellow, falling, as in other countries they say it is fall. You see? Yeah, here you're going to find that there are just benches where people can just sit, you know? Yeah. And on the other side, that is where you're going to find an underground pedestrian crossing, because this is an highway. You'll find that it is not easy. They don't want people to start, getting, cause people conflict, as we call it in Africa, human-animal conflict. They don't want that, so that's why there is an underground crossing. Now we've come to the main road, so this is how it looks at the moment. You see there, of course, traffic police controlling traffic, making sure that people are observing traffic rules. Look at this infrastructure. Look at how well designed, articulated is. This is a reason why they say that Moscow is indeed insanely designed, because everything is just on a point. And apart from that, we can also talk about cleanness. I think as we continue walking, you're going to see that it is one of the cleanest cities. You will not see, plastics flying around. So people, they are running for the tram, because that is a station, tram station. Yeah. As I said in the beginning of the video, that here they don't allow street vending. So there are designated places where people are allowed to sell their products, and here you are going to find that there are open markets where people strictly sell their things. At the same time, you are going to find that the underground crossing as well is used as a market where people can just sell their produce. So this is the place. It is an underground crossing, but you still find that people, they sell goods. Here, this is also, it's kind of a mean market where you can buy. So this is one of the things that you are going to notice, that you're not going to see street vendors. These are type of street vendors that you are going to find mainly in Russia. They don't just allow you start vending however you want. So that's why in terms of cleanness, it is top notch. Drop a comment, how is street vending is handled in your country. I would like to hear from you. But from my country, it's something that I wouldn't want to comment about, because street vending, you're going to find that it is everywhere. Hence, the cleanness is something that is much to be desired. That's what I can just say. Yeah, so one of the things, there is an underground crossing, and the underground crossing is also as a market where you can sell things, and you can even negotiate with those guys. The prices are quite negotiable. That's why it is also street place. So now let's see on the other side here, as we want to branch out. Let's do this. So this is a station. People are waiting for the buses. Here you are going to find that there are different modes of transport. There is bus, there is metro, there is tramway, there is electric train. What else? Of course, a taxi. Yeah. You see, now we are slowly branching out, checking how this place, now slowly checking how this place is just designed. If you are planning, you want to visit Russia, well, feel free. Ignore all the social media fuss about Russia not being safe, about Russia being dangerous. Let me run for my life. It's still green, so they'll wait for me. This is something that you're always going to enjoy when you are in Russia. Our cars, they always respect the rights of pedestrians who are crossing. Yeah, it is something that I always miss when I go back to my country. Let me show you on the other side what is just happening. And if I'm not mistaken, look, this is one of the famous streets that you are going to find. It is called Sadavod. Why am I even talking about Sadavod? It is it's called Sadovaya Karitso, golden ring. You see the infrastructure from there? Oh, beautiful. And you know, sometimes people, they ask me, no, are you allowed to film in Russia? Or yes, this is a country where they understand that vlogging also promotes tourism. Vlogging, it also, people, they earn a living, so they understand. So it is something that you don't need to worry about. And don't forget to drop a comment. Don't forget to like this video. Yes, let's continue walking around. What are some of the buildings that you are going to find well marked? And these buildings, you might think that no, they were built maybe 3 years or 5 years ago. Well, these buildings have been in existence maybe for like, I don't know for how many years, but all in all, they are still well maintained, because here they understand the importance of maintenance. They understand the importance of maintenance. I've seen the Irish pub there. Let me zoom. There, I think you can even see the flag. It is Irish pub that we have there. So far, how are you finding Moscow? I would like to hear from you. Oh, another thing that used to confuse me when I came to Russia, it is how addresses are not in order. What do I mean? Everything is, despite everything being well marked, but the addresses are not in order. You see, here it is showing that Varovaya 6. Let me do this. Here we have got, it is showing Varovaya 6. Then the next building there, it is showing 8. Now where is 7? Where is 7? The other side there, you're going to see that it is also another number. You can say that the numbers are scattered. You see, cars waiting for people. Probably even the next one driving, he might think that I want to cross, but let me cross. I'm also enjoying the rights of being a pedestrian here in the streets of Moscow. So we have got 8 here. Let me show you what I am talking about. Okay, this one, it is a little bit in order. You see, there is 18 slash, there is 8/18 here. 8/18. You see, these are some of the things that used to confuse me, but with time, of course. And another thing that I would like to make a mention, it is already getting dark because it is almost winter and it is getting dark by 6, 7. You find that it is already dark. So another thing that here in Moscow, the way it is, Moscow is very big. I know there are big cities like Dubai, there is New York, there is Tokyo, there is maybe Johannesburg, there is what? Okay, you drop a comment, you let me know. Such kind of cities, people who've been in Moscow for the longest time, you are going to find that they don't know the addresses. You can't just, once someone sends you an address, you can't just start moving even if you've got a car. What do you need to do? What you need to do is to punch in the details, you check, then after you check, you are going to make a route how you are supposed to go there, because you end up getting lost. For me, I'm coming from Lusaka. If someone sends me an address, probably there is a chance that I know that place. Even if you are ordering a taxi, you just tell the person where you are going, they know that place. But here in Moscow, it's 100 ways of wanting to get lost, because this city is very big. It's quite humongous. It's quite big as usual here. There is Arbus, Azbuka, Kusla, where those are bikes that you can hire if you want. You can hire those bikes. And the weather today is quite not that cold, but it is relatively cold. At the same time, enjoying walking, showing you around the streets of Moscow. It is quite therapeutic. You see those buildings there? Everything is well marked. Where you are supposed to cross as a pedestrian, where you're not supposed to cross, where cars are supposed to pass, and where cars are not supposed to pass. And there is always, in highways, like one way. If you get to another route, for you to come back, you cannot make a U-turn. So for you to come back, you need to go further, then make a turn. Lighthouse. Look at those vintage buildings here. And some of the buildings up there are going to find that they are apartment complexes. People live in these places. And I think, oh, thank you. So the car just well, for me, I enjoy such kind of rides. Look at this building. I think we'll see what is ahead of us there. Then we see what we can do. I think I like that machine. Very expensive and awesome automobile. Which building? Oh, there is also an underground there. Cross underground. The cleanliness is something that I always talk about when I'm walking around Moscow. I think from where we started, you can even see that, okay, this place is indeed well looked after. So the guy coming with an electric bike is a delivery guy. They deliver, we order. People, sometimes it happens that you don't want to go out, so you just order, then they deliver in the comfort of your homes. And delivery system here in Russia, it is always top notch. You order, you put your address, they will come and deliver everything that you've just ordered. Even that one as well is a delivery man. You see, traffic, the decors as well. What is the fuss about the traffic or about? Look at that building. Look. and the cars waiting from the other side. You feel like everyone. Now you see what I was talking about the addresses. So there is 30 here and there is 32. Jesus Christ. I think I would need to ask a Russian to explain to me why the addresses are like this. Despite the city being insanely designed, well organized, the addresses are scattered everywhere. The addresses are scattered everywhere. I think at this point I'll have to go there, cross and go there. I don't even know where I'm going. We're just walking around. Yeah. Then I think we are going to end our video from there. People, of course, festive season is around the corner. Look at all those designs, you know, beautifying the city. So it is showing me that I need to, there, you go that side, you're going to find a metro. You go this side, you're going to find a metro. So let's wait here as we are waiting for the traffic lights to turn green. Yeah, it's rush hour. A lot of people rushing home from the other side, and people here. This is it's our turn now to cross. Everything is going to be lit up. Okay, I think let me cross from there. There is underground crossing that is going to take me to the other side there. Let's see what is there. I think one of the things that I usually do when I'm in the stressed mood, I just walk around. I just walk around the streets of Moscow and all my stress disappears. Why? Because it is very, 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 very therapeutic. Very, very therapeutic. Oops. Am I going to make it? Or I'm not going to make it. They always hear those things. Because there are always emergencies around. Always emergencies around. You see there? How the cars are just moving. Let me do this. You see, even this place, the way it is, this place is for people who are riding bikes. That's why I keep on saying that this place is quite well and insanely designed, because everything has got demarcations. You know where you're supposed to stop, you know where you're not supposed to pass, and you know that okay, this is my, so mostly here people who are riding bikes. Yeah, you see, you might think that it is evening, but it is just 5 p.m. 5 p.m. So this is not a nightlife video or evening video. No. Still during the day. My favorite part. So here we have got вкусная точка. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed each and every moment, checking how organized this city is, how clean it is, how well looked after it is, because in other cities, of course not excluding my cities from my country, you'll see peppers, litters flying around. But this place is just on another level. You'll see roads well marked, how you are supposed to move, everything is well marked, and if you want where you're supposed to go, everything is well marked, and people, they are waiting for the lights to turn green. It is quite a thing here, but sometimes you can cross when it is not yet green. If you cannot see any cars, you see where people are going a lot there. That is one of the famous вкусная точка that we have here in Russia, or I can say the X Mark Donuts. This is the X Mark Donuts that you can find. Yeah, I think I can say I have walked around. I have enjoyed each and every moment, checking out how well organized, how this city has been designed. So I think I've even found a metro. There is a metro there. That is a metro. So I don't know if I should use the other side or I should use the other side there. Otherwise, look at the public transport, big buses, really big and long. Yes. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed, I would like to say thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.